Oh, hello there. My name is Eugene Stislicki and I'm doing this project. This video project is the final project for Dr. Mori's Information Science class 3267. Here to tell you a little bit about myself, my future and my roles as an information professional, and a little bit about what a global information society is. So my future role as a job and as a person is to be a facilitator and to have good communication. Particularly, I'd like to have a job as a software developer, hopefully for a larger company. I had an internship last summer that kind of gave me kind of an idea of the corporate environment. Possibly back in Tampa, where I'm from. It would be nice to live there for a couple of years. Like I was saying earlier, communication is really number one. It is a key aspect for being an information professional. With all of the tools and resources available to people in this field, there is absolutely no reason for communication not to be dynamic and fluid to the point of whenever you need to get stuff done, it should be done and it should be back to whoever needs it done as soon as possible. Tools such as Microsoft Link and just email and task lists with SharePoint make it to where everyone's really held accountable at the same time. It's also important to understand how to utilize other kind of tools such as coding. Database knowledge is really important to build off of. A lot of programming languages built off of the simple knowledge that you need to have for databases. I specifically have chosen to try to learn more about the .NET framework, which is a Microsoft framework that it actually just put out a new edition of this last summer that I've been able to learn about in my .NET class with Dr. Jowett, awesome teacher in the IT school. And another reason why that decision that I made is, I think, the right one is because so many places use Office 365 as their in-shop document, presentation, all different types of productivity and getting that information across kind of software. So specifically an information professional, the definition of it is someone who collects, records, organizes, preserves, retrieves, and it disseminates printed or digital information. It's used pretty synonymously with the term librarian, which is what the L and the LIS stands for, so kind of makes sense. And I think that through the experience that I've had before and going forward, I want to try to keep with those tenets and just further my knowledge. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I think a global information society is. I think that, most all of the areas in the world finally come to the point where they have internet connection. I think it's a couple of remote areas in the Sahara that don't use that. But there's still concepts like the digital divide and whatnot, where these little libraries in the middle of nowhere still have, terrible internet connection. Cable companies are charging them way too much because they just don't know and they just don't care. So furthering that ideal as an information professional is what's also important. Appreciate you listening to me and my opinions and my outlooks on these kind of things, and hope you have an awesome day. Thank you.